Most people visit Siem Reap for one reason: the incredible temples of Angkor. Millions of tourists travel here every year to see one of the greatest archaeological sites in the world. But today, my wife and I are visiting somewhere completely different. Just a short drive from the famous temples is a place that tells a very different story about Cambodia. A story of war, survival, tragedy, and ultimately recovery. Today we're exploring the War Museum Cambodia, the country's only dedicated military museum. Spread across a large outdoor site, the museum contains tanks, helicopters, artillery pieces, anti-aircraft guns, landmines, and military vehicles that were used during decades of conflict. For anyone interested in Cambodian history, military history, or simply understanding the country beyond its temples and tourist attractions, this is one of the most fascinating places you can visit in Siem Reap. As we walk around, we'll take a look at some of the equipment on display, learn about the conflicts that shaped modern Cambodia, and discover why this museum remains such an important place for preserving the country's history. Let's go and take a look. As soon as you enter the museum, one thing becomes immediately obvious. This isn't your typical museum. There are no polished glass display cases, no fancy multimedia exhibits, no carefully staged presentations. Instead, you're greeted by rows of real military hardware sitting out in the open air. Tanks, helicopters, artillery guns, armoured vehicles, and countless weapons that were once used in combat. Some of them are rusting slightly in the tropical climate. Others still look remarkably intimidating despite being decades old. What makes this museum unique is that many of these exhibits were actually recovered from former battlefields around Cambodia. These aren't replicas. These are real machines that were involved in real events. Standing next to them gives you a sense of scale that photographs simply can't capture. You suddenly realise just how enormous these vehicles are and how destructive they must have been during wartime. To understand why these vehicles are here, it's worth talking a little about Cambodia's recent history. Cambodia has a rich and ancient history stretching back more than 1,000 years. The Khmer Empire once dominated much of Southeast Asia and built extraordinary monuments such as Angkor Wat. But Cambodia's modern history has been far more difficult. During the 20th century, the country became caught up in a series of conflicts that would leave lasting scars. The wider Vietnam War had significant impact on Cambodia. Although Cambodia officially attempted to remain neutral, the conflict spilled across borders. Various armed groups operated within Cambodian territory, and foreign powers became involved. Political instability grew throughout the country. By the early 1970s, Cambodia was descending into civil war. Different factions fought for control, creating years of uncertainty and violence. The equipment we're looking at today comes from that era and the conflicts that followed. Every tank, every artillery gun and weapon here represents a small piece of that complicated history. One of the most impressive parts of the museum is undoubtedly the collection of tanks. Even if you're not normally interested in military equipment, it's hard not to be impressed when standing beside one of these machines. Many of these tanks are designed during the Cold War and were used across multiple countries around the world. Up close, the size is remarkable. The thick armour plating, the huge tracks, the enormous main gun, everything about them was designed for one purpose: survival and combat. Look at them now, sitting quietly in a museum. It's difficult to imagine the noise they would have made in action. The roar of the engines, the grinding tracks, the deafening sound of the main gun firing. These vehicles once represented some of the most powerful military technology available. Today they serve as historical reminders of a turbulent era. One of the darkest chapters in Cambodian history began in 1975. That was the year the Khmer Rouge took control of the country. Led by Pol Pot, the regime attempted to completely transform Cambodian society. Cities were emptied, people were forced into agricultural labour, families were separated, education, religion, and many aspects of normal life were heavily restricted. The consequences were catastrophic. Over the following years, enormous numbers of Cambodians died through execution, starvation, disease, and forced labour. Today, virtually every Cambodian family has some connection to this period. It's not ancient history. Many people living today either experienced it themselves or have parents and grandparents who did. That's one reason why places like this museum remain important. They help preserve the memory of what happened, and they remind future generations of the consequences of conflict and extremism. As we continue walking around, we come across various smaller weapons and equipment: rifles, machine guns, mortars, rocket launchers, and countless pieces of military hardware. For history enthusiasts, these displays provide a fascinating insight into the types of weapons used during different stages of Cambodia's conflicts. But perhaps what's most striking is how ordinary many of them appear. These are objects that were designed and manufactured by people, yet they become tools used in events that affected millions of lives. It's a reminder that history isn't something abstract. It's made up of real decisions, made by real people, with very real consequences. As we take a closer look at these weapons, it's impossible not to reflect on the stories behind them. At first glance, they may simply appear to be pieces of metal, wood, and machinery displayed in a museum, but each one represents a chapter in Cambodia's troubled past. Many of these rifles, machine guns, and explosives were once carried by soldiers fighting in conflict that affected communities across the country. Some were used on battlefields, while others may have found their way into villages and towns where ordinary people were caught up in events completely beyond their control. Standing here today, decades later, it's difficult not to feel a sense of sadness. These weapons were designed for war, and many were undoubtedly used in situations that resulted in the loss of human life. Behind every conflict are real people: fathers, mothers, sons, daughters, friends, and neighbours whose lives were forever changed. It's easy to look at military equipment and focus on the engineering or the history, but museums like this remind us of the human cost that often gets forgotten. Perhaps nowhere is that more evident than when looking at the landmines on display. Unlike many weapons used during wartime, landmines can continue to pose a threat long after the fighting has ended. Hidden beneath the ground, they don't distinguish between soldiers and civilians. For years after the conflict's end, people working in fields, children playing near their homes, and families simply trying to rebuild their lives faced the danger of unexploded mines left behind by war. It's a sobering reminder that the consequences of conflict don't always end when peace is declared. The physical battles may be over, but the effects can continue for generations. Looking around this collection, it's hard not to appreciate how fortunate many of us are to have grown up without experiencing war firsthand. For many Cambodians, however, these displays are not distant history. They are reminders of events that affected their families, their communities, and in some cases their own lives. That's one of the reasons museums like this are so important. They preserve these objects not to celebrate war, but to help ensure that the lessons learned from it are never forgotten. Moving further through the museum, we come across some of the aircraft exhibits. These are often among the most photographed items in the museum. A helicopter immediately attracts attention because it's something most people don't get to see up close. Standing beside one, you can appreciate just how large they are. The cockpit is surprisingly compact, yet the overall machine is enormous. Helicopters played an important role in conflicts throughout Southeast Asia. They were used to transport troops, supplies, medical personnel and equipment. Some were also used in combat operations. The aircraft here help illustrate just how significant air power became during modern warfare. It's one thing to see pictures in a history book, it's another thing entirely to stand beneath a helicopter and realise just how much engineering went into creating it. As our visit comes to an end, it's clear that the War Museum Cambodia offers something very different from most attractions in Siem Reap. If you're looking for beautiful temples, you'll find those all across the region. But if you want to understand Cambodia's modern history, this museum provides an important piece of the puzzle. It's educational, thought-provoking, sometimes emotional, and surprisingly fascinating, even for visitors who don't normally have an interest in military history. For me, one of the most interesting aspects is seeing how Cambodia has moved forward. The country has endured enormous challenges throughout its recent history, yet today it continues to grow, develop and welcome visitors from around the world. Places like this museum help ensure that the lessons of the past are not forgotten, and they remind us that peace, stability and prosperity should never be taken for granted. I hope you've enjoyed joining my wife and me as we've explored the War Museum Cambodia here in Siem Reap. If you did enjoy the video, please like, subscribe and leave a comment below. Have you visited the museum yourself? Or is this somewhere you'd like to see when you come to Cambodia? Let us know in the comments. And if you'd like to support the channel and help us continue creating videos from Cambodia, you'll find our Buy Me a Coffee link in the description below. And you can also use the super thanks button just below the video. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next adventure.